Aqua here again. Welcome back to FTB Direwolf20 1.7.10. It's episode 39, I think, so it'll be a well download next episode. Right then, we have got a laser drill. We did that last episode. I've only got the one still though, but I will expand that to more. And I've been told kindly by people that I do need, in fact, to have the yellow focuses to be Yellorium positive when I'm running these guys. So I'll start by making some of them things. So I'll get some of them made when I cut camera in a minute. They're just emeralds. I've got a shit ton of emeralds. Yellow stained glass, easy enough. I've got floral powder, so I've got yellow stained glass. And gold nuggets, got loads of them as well. So I shall get that filled with 6 of them. So if you look at this thing over here, in the middle there, we have 6 slots. So they'll be getting yellow. I think you can go for lime for uranium. And was it on Forgecraft I said you get slightly more, but I'll go with the yellow, see what it goes, see if I become Yellorium positive. What I'm going to do now though is, we can't run that very much. We could, but it's going to drain all our power because that takes 20,000 and we're only putting out 16,000 total. So it's time to up our game in here and move these to the steam producing reactors. What's that? Weird graphic thing. Is there a ghost? Seeing thing. Oh, it's my bloody, oh, my buffs. So I'm going to create some turbines for in here. I'm not exactly sure how much resources this is going to take, or if I'm capable of doing it. What I have been doing is I've been creating a load of Enderium. So 1675 Enderium. So that's alright, isn't it? I've just been in a single player world messing around with a few things, and before I went I set that to do 512 Enderium, so I can make an absolute ton of Enderium blocks. What I'm actually going to use though is, if you look at Ludicrate, then what we can do is Enderium blocks, nothing in the middle. See, that's emeralds and nether stars. That seems miles more expensive than that. What? What have we not got? I've not got plutonium for a start. Okay, so I need to create plutonium, which I need to do anyway because I believe, let's go straight for big reactors. We need plutonium for our turbine rotor shafts and blades. We need cyanide ingots. Okay, we don't need plutonium at all. How do I even get plutonium? Plutonium dust. It's not telling me. Nothing's telling me how I get plutonium. You guy, I'll make you cyanide reprocessor. I'm sure it is. Let's make a cyanide reprocessor. That'll do. That's a turbine something. Yeah. So I don't think I have many spare bits today from when I made them. So one of them, 4 of them. Gets me one of them. Nice. And oops, that's going to need power, of course. Let's just stick that there for now. It's going to need power. Cyanide reprocessor. Let's grab some cyanide. And because I've been running reactors a while, I've got a lot of cyanide. Cyanide, of course, is a waste product created from your reactors. So if you're looking at our reactors we set up a few episodes back, that have been happily beavering away doing the work, then we've got an input here that inputs Yellorium. That's the output. We've got an input, arrows going in, that's inputting Yellorium, and we've got an output that outputs the cyanide. So that's where that's coming from. So that's all being made in there. Now what we can do with plutonium is we can process this cyanide into plutonium and then run it through the reactors again, so you can use it a second time through the reactor, I believe. Let's have a quick look with energy cell. Bang that there. Make sure that's output in the right way. That's the right way. So that's got power. Ooh, what do I need there? Look at that, always doing stuff without even checking how to do stuff. Is it water? Maybe to someone sneezing downstairs. It could be water. Let me check. Okay then, it seems to be water. I've grabbed an ender tank from upstairs, and that is going to produce us, I believe, plutonium. Or it produces dust. It produces plutonium ingots. Excellent. So let's have a look at that loader crate again. So that uses 4 of them, and Enderium blocks, blaze rods. So that's easy enough, isn't it? So how many do I need? I need 32, so I need 2 stacks, that's all. Excellent. So I'll get on with that. I need another stack of cyanite. Now, what I think I might struggle with is I've only got 2,000 odd iron. 1,600 iron. That's pretty shit. If you watch my other series, my Resident Raz, you see I've been pulling meteors down using blood magic. I could really do with a couple of meteors, to be honest, just to if you get a lot of iron in them, they're really iron heavy. I may have to do that to get this build up and running properly. But we'll see how we go. So first thing we're doing here then is working towards making them 32. What we're going to do is 32 loader crate blocks. Basically, what we're going to have is a turbine that's 7 by 7 and 16 blocks long, but we're going to have it upright. So it's going to be 7 wide, 7 back, 16 up, and it's going to have 14 rotors up the middle. That's these guys. It's 14 of them. Spamming my mouse key, I apologise. And then we're going to have turbine blades. We're going to have 80 of these. So I'd like to be able to let's do that. Screw it. I'm going to have 4 turbines anyway in the end, aren't I? So it don't really matter. And what you do with these is once they're inside the turbine housings, which is what I may struggle to make. Ooh, press shift on there like a fool. Is turbine shaft goes up the centre of the turbine, and turbine rotors go on the outside. Wonderful. And they spin around in the turbine using the steam that our reactor will produce for us. And jobs are good one. So that's your basic shaft with your rotor blades. And there's me falling through my abstruse platforms again. So that'll go on the inside. What I need to work out is exactly how many of these turbine housings I need. So that's just cyanite, that's just graphite, that's easy enough. This is cheaper than I thought they were, to be honest. I'll get some bits sorted. I'll see if I've got enough for a start. I'm pretty sure I've got enough for at least 1 turbine. I want 4, but I'll see if I've got enough for 1, and I'll get the bits made, and we'll see how close we are. Okay then, I've just slung the bits together to make these 6 laser focuses, so they're all in my network now, in my auto crafting. These are actually manufacturer reloaded glass, so you have to do the manufacturer reloaded one, which needs these ceramic dies, which are pretty straightforward to make. So I've got the patterns in for there. The ceramic dies are just, what was the? Clay and glass? Clay and, let's have a look, yellow. I've put the pattern in, I thought there was already. Yeah, clay and floral dye, so that's all good. So I've got myself 6 of them made, so they can go into the laser drill now. So hopefully that will give me more yellorium back than it uses, which is good with all them in. Now I'm not really happy with the amount of junk that's bringing me. If a large percentage of my stuff, if from last time in the chest there we've got like, don't want topaz, dark iron I've got enough of, don't really want that, or that, or that, or that, yeah, or that. Sulphur, saltpeter comes in handy, cinnabar comes in handy, don't want that. I don't know if that even does anything yet, but a couple of people let me know, but I'm not really sure. And yeah, that's, so we're getting all them in. So we haven't got many of them though, so it's alright, I should stop whining. Always whining. So that, okay, that only creates half stacks. So I believe we need 4 stacks of that then. So I'll get 2 more stacks of that in there. Yeah. Yeah, have we got any hoppers in here or what? Yeah, we'll craft 1. You see there, I changed the thing to base 8. If I try and craft something, let's try and craft another hopper just to show you. I've changed this in the config, so it's on base 8, so 1864512, same as how Minecraft works, same as how computers work, and the same as how humans should work. But some idiot, because we've got thumbs, works out in 10s rather than 8s. Some idiot back in the time. Does that even go in? Yes. Cool. I wonder if it auto outputs. Anyway, so what I did, I grabbed 2 stacks of dirt, and from that I made a little frame in there of how many of these turbine housings we need, and it turns out I need 40. So that's not bad at all. What I do not have a great deal of is graphite. 48, it's not bad. So what I've just done is I've grabbed 8 stacks of wood from my little tree farm over there. And are you still cooking? They're still cooking. So what I'm going to do is, I've not actually set this up to feed straight in yet, because it's got fillers on it up here. What I'm going to do is run in here. That's still cooking at the last lot, but if I chuck that in there, that'll recook that charcoal into graphite bars. So I've got plenty of graphite now. So that's sorted. Always running into walls. I am too quick, I think. I think I move too fast. I don't know why I built them, you know, them terminals. I never use them. I think they're just for sure. I'm always using this end. I always leave things in them as well, so there's no point me going to that other end, because whatever I'm working with is left in here anyway, like that. So I can make now turbine. I put a pattern in for them, and I want 40. And we've got everything to craft 40 of them. Wonderful. And they're going nice and quick, as you can see. Look at that. Love that shit. It's awesome. Right. Turbine. The next thing I need to make, of course, is the glass for it. So turbine glass is more of them with glass either side. Makes sense. Create a pattern for that. There we go. We have a pattern. I'll take that back. Oh, it's not even in there. It's just a ghost image. And we got that. So I'll still try and do a bit of maths while I'm doing this on camera, because I know how much you all like that. What I need now is wand. Yep, you got equal trade on there. Yes, you have. Wonderful. Let's change this. Now, a scary thing I've realised is this base is so big that I've spaced that 5 blocks above there. If we then go above this, 5 blocks, then another reactor, then 5 blocks, then another turbine, I've actually got room. So I could have 8 reactors and 8 turbines. So I probably will have, because that's just a massive bit of space still dead there, isn't it? So I probably will go for 8 reactors and 8 turbines. Because, you know, if I've got space, why the hell not? And that's... Oh, can I not equal trade it? Oh, that's just mean. Okay, I can't equal trade it, because it's not letting me select it. So I guess I'll do it by hand. Okay then, first of all, I can't do maths at all. It was not 40, it was 44, because there was 20 left there. It was 44. Plus, it was clearly not 40. It was 60. It was 108. So 108 is your turbine blocks to make the frame of that. I made 380 odd turbine glass. I made 320. I just made another 64. So turbine glass. There we go, another 64. Then the next thing we're going to want to make, these are all going to probably need frames. Yeah, so that needs 4. That is one plutonium as well. Okay, that's the controller. I need one of them. I need 3 power ports. So 4, 8, 12, 16. And I need 2 fluid ports. 16, 20, 24. And I need some more plutonium, didn't I? That was just in there. Oops. I think that's all I need. So plutonium, so cyanide. Let's have another. Was it 2 we needed? Cyanide. 2, yeah. So this does actually work real nice. Just turn that to green and it auto ejects as well. So that's all gold. I like that a lot. So while we're here, let's actually make 32 of these. So I need 64 Endarian blocks. Bam. And with that, make 32. Ludicrous. How awesome was that? That is, I'm not expecting that to be quite so easy. I thought that recipe, that certainly, I mean, I'd have to kill 32 withers, which makes more sense. That's ludicrous. That's average a crate block. Yeah, I went there and said something stupid. I'm going to need them. Let's pull this down here. Oh, I'll tell you what, I did forget to make. I'm going to need that as well, rotor bearings. That's another 4 of them. Another 2 of them. Okay, so I need, I think, 28 more of these. So 32. We're going to make loads more turbines anyway, so it doesn't matter. and then we can start putting these bits together. So I want 2 more of them. Why have I only got 9 of them? 14, there we go. Because I dropped them on the floor, is why. And I've got one of them missing as well. There it is. What's happening? Falling through the floor, I'm guessing. So here we go then. We can have 1 turbine controller. We can't. We need that out there. Wonderful. And turbine power ports. Now these, I believe, can put 10,000 RF out each, and I'm going to have 3 because the reactor that I'm using is going to put out, I think, about 26,000 RF. That's what it looked like in my test earlier. So these put out a bit more power than using Endarian blocks. Fluid port, we need an in and an out. Makes sense, yeah? And turbine rotor bearing, we need 1 of them on the bottom of the thing, because that's what the turbine's attached to. And that is all we need. Have I got some more glass with me? I have. So I think I've got everything here to actually put the damn thing together, which is pretty quick, isn't it? So first of all, turbine rotor bearing. We've got that there. So what we're going to have is the turbine going upwards, so we can see it spinning when we come into this room. Let's put that bit of glass in while I'm here. So where you can't use equal trade, what you can and should use, of course, is Builder's Wand. I call the Builder's Wand. There you go. I should rename them in every server I play in Anvil to Echo the Builder's Wand, because that's quite nerdy. And nerdy's cool, apparently. 2, 3, 4. So the first 4 we're going to do, going to have 8 ludicrous blocks around them. So basically, what you got with a turbine is steam spins the turbine up, and the metal blocks here create charge from, is it drag? So the spinning is. Do you have a scale electrics when you were little? I don't even know where I'm going with that. So them coils, that's scale electrics had little coils in them, didn't they? Little copper coil under them. I don't even know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. What the fuck's he on about? The head's gone. So the spinning with the coils creates charge, so it creates RF. That's your science lesson over for today. I'm sure people out there screaming, I'm glad that guy's not a teacher. Oh, I've done something wrong. Cannot count. Oh. Chucking things on the floor now. Looks like I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shit. Okay, then we know where that extra 4 came from on the turbines that I'd got wrong. There they are. So what I did actually, after I made the Terra Shatterate on Resident Rise, I've made one on here, but I've not actually used it before. I've got a Terra Shatterate. It's from Britannia, if you don't want to play the series. You use Terra Steel, Mana Tablet, and that, and if you put it in a mana pool, it gradually ranks up. This is rank A, and is it Devil May Cry? Someone told me that the ranking system's from. And rank A will do a 5x5 square, so it's very cool. It's like, you know, like a hammer does a 3x3, this actually does a 5x5 now. It can go 7x7 with an S and 9x9. And actually, when I made that, I shut the server down and I forgot about it. I left it on the mana pool, and when I came back, it was still there when I restarted the server. So that's really cool. It doesn't despawn, this guy. You can chuck it on a mana pool and you can leave it there for days. I think to get to the top rank, it needs like 1,000 mana pools worth of mana. So heavy stuff. When you've got ridiculous mana gen like I have, I should actually chuck it on there. Let's quickly go and chuck it on there and leave it there, and get up to a double S. I might have to slow myself down, you know, just run into walls all the time. So quickly take my magnet off. I know I can press shift to suppress that, but I always fail. So chuck that on there, and that's going to start drinking mana, and all these guys are going to start working away, and my LP network is going to start going down. but it's 60 million, so pretty sure I can handle it. Ridiculous. Yeah, anyway, 60 million. I've just left that turned on, have I? I don't think I've got any control on that area, have I? I've just got it, left it turned on downstairs. Right, so 4 of them blocks, yeah. I've got the right amount of stuff now. I've knocked some holes in the floor, because that's where the other blocks are going to go. What I want to do now is get our last one of them. That actually connects down onto the bearing there, rotor shaft. And now we're going to want 2 of them on each. So there is some really nice maths that people like to dissect and understand. I understand nothing of the maths of these, but so with a lot of these blades divided by 25 is your power, or multiplied by 25. There's something to do with 25 in there. I know nothing of the details. But there we go. There's all them in. So there's our 8T rotor blades in. And now what we've got is, what have we got? We've got fluid ports. So they're gonna go above these ones. So not that it matters, but that's my in and out for my, what do you call it there, isn't it? Galorium and cyanide. That's my power output. We're going to be getting rid of that power output. We're going to have liquid output. We're going to have liquid input as well, though. So they're going to go straight above there. I was going to use tesseracts with this, you know. But I might actually just have these connected to them with conduits. See how quick the conduits can transfer. So what I also want to do with this is, that's the input. Oops, did not want to do that. Oh. Let's get my magnet on so I don't drop any of these bits and forget about them. Do I need a wrench? I think I need a wrench for this. Yes, a wrench. Cool. Input, arrows going in. Output, arrows going out. So input is steam, so it's red. It seems a bit counterintuitive in red and blue. It did for me anyway. But because input steam in it, so steam's hot, output's water. Water's cold. So there we go. That is the in and the out. Cool. And then, as I said, because this is big dog in, it's going to be 26,000 RF. I believe we need 3 of them. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make some of the top level capacitor banks, because you remember I made all these capacitor banks before the high level ones came out. So they're all at 5 million each, I believe. Is that right? 5 million each. Whereas the top level ones do 25 million each. There we go. Yeah, so they're 5 million that I've got. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have 3 of them straight onto these power things. So that'll put all the power into the 3 capacitor banks, and the 3 capacitor banks can put out 75,000 RF a tick if I want them to. So I'm going to send 20,000 RF a tick one way using a energy conduit. I can do 20,000 RF a tick. So I'm going to send 20,000 that way, and I'm going to send 20,000 that way. Yeah, sounds sorted there. So I'll get the capacitor banks made. But that is, as you can see, it's formed a multi-block. But we've not actually got a controller in there, so I don't know why it's formed a multi-block. What I'm going to do is, what level is this at? This is 90. I'm going to have it so that I fall down there. I'm going to have my controller. Am I at the right level there? Yeah. I've got my controller here, so I'm going to have a little platform built out here. This is going to take ages to break this glass with this pick. That's why I went and grabbed the terror shutter. It made it a bit quicker. Because look how slow this is when you're flying. Bam. 1 controller. So it doesn't matter where that is. So there we go. It's a nice little metal platform coming out here. So you can come and stand. Technician can come and stand over here. And there we go. So what we need first of all is we want a maximum 2,000 millibuckets of tick of water. My reactor there can provide that, so that's all good. I've checked that out. It's not quite the most efficient, but it's not far off. So it's a pretty good design, that reactor there. 7 by 1, if you remember. by 7 by 7 by 3. I mean, we want to get water into this. So next, I guess what we need to do is focus on getting this guy transferred into a what they call an active cooled reactor. This is a passive cooled reactor, I believe, which puts out RF. So at the minute we get, of course, when I turn this on, we get, is it 4,000 RF a tick? Yeah, about 4,000 going to mellow out. Yeah, 4,000 RF a tick. This is going to all be changed in just a moment when I come back after I make this thing. So what we're going to want is, let's go back to big reactors. And what we're going to want is reactor coolant ports. And I'm sure I'm going to have some of them reactor frames somewhere. So I'm making more, so it doesn't matter. I can look for them off camera. What we're doing. I maybe was quite efficient and made just exactly the right amount when I was making them down here before. What's in there? Are you in there? No. So I want 2 of these things. So I need 8 of them, I guess. So reactor coolant port. 2 of them. Wonderful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and break our reactor. So no longer needs power lines because it's not going to be putting power out. So that shit can go. And I'll tidy that up later. Now the way you tell this is really very smart. Erogenous Beast is a very clever guy. The way you tell this that it's a different type of reactor is you just break this block and replace it with the coolant ones. So I'm going to want them right below that one. So I'm going to break that. I'm going to break that power block. So now it's not got a power output, and it's, instead of having a power output, it's got fluid blocks, coolant ports. It's going to know that it's changed its purpose. Go away, snow. So if we look in this, and also we're going to want, so what's that, water in, that's water out, that's water in, so we want that to be steam out. Bam, steam out, steam in. Look at that, it's like it's meant to work together. This actually does work together. I could have built this right on top of that, and they were just connected and worked. But I just wanted to have a gap there. That's very cool as well. But now if we're looking here, this has changed a bit. What we've got is, now we have got a hot fluid output. So this is going to tell us how much millibuckets a tick of steam we're going to be putting out. So we input water, we put out steam. Now the clever bit with this is this takes in water, puts out steam. This takes in steam, puts out water. Once we've filled the system up, we don't actually have to add any water to it. It's just a closed system that's moving that water around. So the water comes back, gets turned to steam again, goes back, it comes back, goes back. Closed system, cool. Is that how it works on nuclear submarines? So we have to charge it full of water first though. So I'm going to get Tesseracts. No, I'm not. I'm just going to get that ender tank with water in it. So have I got any of these new fluid conduits? I have, and that's not good enough, is it? 800 millibuckets a tick, so that's no good. I need something quicker than that to transport my water. That's why I was going to use Tesseracts, because Tesseracts don't have any what do you call it, limit on the amount you can manoeuvre. Now I know that, what should I do with this? Upgraded extra utilities transfer pipes do it quick enough. Screw it, I'm just going to use Tesseracts. It's going to look a bit untidy, but I should have maybe just built it touching it, to be honest. Let's have a look. Have I got any Tesseracts in my bag? First of all, I probably haven't. I've got 1. Let's make another 3. So, first thing I need, have I got any Tesseract stuff in here? Look at that. 3 of you, please. And then it looks like I've not actually set that to get fed into the thing up here, so I have to go chuck it in there. Come on, fly. I've ordered my new keyboard. It's it's a £6 Microsoft special. I don't really, that's it's a bit noisy, isn't it, my keyboard? That's maybe why, because I buy shit cheap ones. That's maybe why it falls to bits as well. So 3 of them in there is going to turn them. Is that right? Yeah. What I need to do with these as well. Well, it reminds me. Someone kindly told me, who was it? Sorry, I know it was, but it's your name's escaping me in a minute. That instead of using the block smasher to get fortune on stuff like redstone, I should be using an induction smelter with sand. If you look in here at breaking stuff like redstone blocks, is that redstone? There you go. Sand, redstone ore gets you a redstone block, which is 9, so you're getting 9 every time. Plus you're getting rich slag, and of course you can use rich slag to get like 3 ingots of stuff, like your shinies, like what I've been using the cinnabar for. So I shall certainly be using any redstone, getting any redstone I get through a induction smelter. So I have to make some of them for. I have to see what else processes through them as well. I'm guessing like lapis. Not that I care about lapis. That made me chuckle actually. You know, I made some charcoal to make that graphite. I actually went out of the way to make it charcoal to make graphite. Then I realised that I've actually got like 35,000 coal just sat there doing now. So I didn't really need to make charcoal to do that. How are you guys doing? Are you still in there? Oh, look at that. Oh, why aren't you filled up? You should have filled up. Why aren't you behaving? I'll deal with that later. What I'm also going to have to do is upgrade all these machines so they're all fast, because they're all dog slow. So I shall get them sped up. So what we should find in my network then is some tesseract frames full. How do I even make a tesseract then? Should I put the pattern in here? I should have created a crafting pattern for them upstairs really. Tesseracts like that. We'll have one of them. And we'll put that in there. I love the fact that this interface terminal you can just add stuff really quickly and easily. Like that. So oops, not like that, like that. So I don't have to actually go upstairs to where my molecular assemblers are. I can just do it from here. I can say tesseract please. And yeah, 3 of them. Lovely. So what I need to do is put a processing pattern into that thing up top there, don't I? So, right, we need this. And if we come back in here now, so I might actually, I'll have a little workaround between episodes. Something is not behind me, I don't believe you. I'm not going to look. Be cool and pretend there's nothing behind me. I will check between episodes and see what kind of conduits I can use, what kind of fluid transfer I can use for this. I need something that can do. I don't want that. Echo Corp. What a shit name. Right, so what number is that? Is that number 1? Number 1, okay. So number 2. What? It's number 1, yeah. Go away. Number 2. Number 2. And okay, I'm a single player. I don't know why it's called that. In fact, that's ridiculous. I'm going to change that. I'm just going to call that main power. I don't even know why it's called main power. We're on a single player, you fools. Call it power. Right, so frequency 2 we're going to call water. There we go. And frequency 3 we're going to call steam. Makes sense, yeah? Water, power and steam. So I've already forgot which one this was. This was steam out. Yeah. So this one wants to be steam, and let's disable that, let's keep things easy. Fluid mode, send only, send steam only, that's what that's doing. Oh, I wonder what that's going to kick in at some point, isn't it? I have to change my redstone control on this stuff, because that's on the power buffer, which no longer puts out power. So that power that's in there is just going to be stuck in there, unless I put the power port back on. So yeah, that needs changing, doesn't it? My control method for that. So that's putting out steam, yeah, and then that one wants to be bringing in steam. So steam, disable, receive. Cool. So that should, if I turned it on, which I've not, of steaming. All good. So then this is still going to be water, water, and water, and this wants to be send water on the top one, yeah, and this one wants to be receive water. Oops. Receive water. Cool. So that's all good. What I actually need to do is feed water into this as well. So will that actually feed water into that tesseract? That's on send, innit? So that should be sending water to that tesseract. We should be putting it in there. Let's have a look. It's got water. Everything's good in the world. So now what we need to do is just manually turn this on. See what happens. So we've created some steam. It's heated right up. Yeah. First thing we want to do is to turn the turbine on, aren't I? So let's start getting this guy spun up. So look, it's got steam in, so that's all good. What we're going to do is we're going to disengage the coils because it spins up quicker when the coils are disengaged. What that means though is if I turn it on, it's going to start spinning up. It's not going to put any power out. It's got some water there. That's all good yet. What we want to do is vent overflow water. So that means if there is any overflow, it'll chuck it out. The way we have this system sealed is it shouldn't create any once we take that ender tank there. But while that ender tank's there, we're creating excess water, so that's getting rid of that. So let's get steam, it's going to start spinning up. If it had the coils engaged, it'd spin up slower, but it'd create power. See, it's putting out a little bit of power there, because it's still spinning. But to spin it up quicker, we do it like that. I believe, look at that, it looks awesome as well. I believe it uses less power. So let's turn this on again. And as you can see there, we're putting out more than we need. The maximum that we can put out is 2000. So what we want to do now is we want to play with these reactor control rods. And if you press control, it does them all at once. And I think when I was playing with this, it was either 20 or 21. So what you'll see is, now I put that to 21, the temperature's coming down. So the temperature went real big because the reactor core was right out. So if you see there, the rate at which the fuel is burned up, or whether it radiated it is, well, this is going to come down to the point where it's going to drop just below 2000 millibuckets a tick. So it's ticking in, we're ticking in 2000 millibuckets of water a tick. There we go, look. That's okay. It's a little bit lower than I thought it was. Let's so if I do, I think it's shift control and alt, and there. So with that right out, you're at full power, if you will, but not as efficient. With that right down, you've got no power at all. So that'd really lower the amount of water we're putting out. So if we brought that down one, we've kind of got, yeah, that's alright, isn't it? So that's going to be about 2000, so we're just over 2000 millibuckets a tick, which means we're going to max this guy out on power. So that's spinning up, it's up to 520. Let's see if we can quickly make these capacitor banks before it's spun up. So, I know I should use, I think I said it last time, I should use this thing to search. Look at that. Oh, is that what I wanted? That's not even what I wanted, is it? That's what I wanted. Some of them, please. 27 will do. So I want 3 of them. And then, oh, what was it? Some more Tadix. I should be able to craft up Tadix. Can I? Yeah. Let's have 24 of them. They'll come in handy. So how quick are they going to come at me? Come at me, bro. What are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? Should have everything that needs, shouldn't it? I can click on there, can't I, and see what's happening. Scheduled. Stored. Crafting gold nuggets. Clever this shit, isn't it? It's pretty slow me crafting here then, isn't it? So this is where the core processors come in. The core processors, I believe, are doing them two doing that operation and that operation. So if I had more core processors, it could have been doing that as well. These all fill themselves, or should do. I like that. It's a nice screen. So the two core processors should be doing the subtasks, I believe. So bigger ones of these crafting units with more core processors can handle more subtasks. I believe is the case. I could be wrong with that, and I'm sure someone will let me know if I am. 2, 3. There we go. 3 vibrant capacitors. I've got a spare capacitor bank. I've got like stacks of them. I've now got a spare one. So what I'm going to do is chuck these on here. One, 2, 3, and we are going to make sure that these are able to input, and they are not. Input. Cool beans. And now up we go, up here, and where are we up to? We're up to 1300, 1400. What we want to be at is 1800 is the most efficient level, if you will. Well, in fact, I don't want to tell you lies. There's 2 green bands. There's, I think it's 900 and 1800 RPM. So I believe ones that spin up to 1800 RPM are a bit more fuel efficient than ones that spin up only to that. But it's the amount of drag and stuff that you create determines how fast you can go. So some reactor designs will not get up to 1800. So if we're going to get to 1400, you'd be better off slowing it down using this to have it in that green band than letting it be in the blue band. But because this one can reach 1800 and use a full 2000 millibuckets a tick, we're going to let it go up there. So we're right on the limit of stuff. Come on, engage the coils. So what I should be able to do, I'm not 100% sure on this, I should be able to take that. Oh, can I actually run out? I've drained the water quicker than it can handle it. Let's break that, and that should maintain enough water in it, because it's like I say, it's a closed system. So we should have an shit. Okay, a little fun time crash there when I clicked on that with the let's click up something else. So we're over, we've gone over, so I've turned the coils on, and as you can see there, we're putting out 27,000 RF a tick. So from 4,000, we're now putting out 27,000. Now what I didn't check was what my fuel rate, burn-up rate was earlier. Well, my fuel burn-up rate now is 0.37 millibuckets a tick. The default for this, I believe, is 10 times less. The Direwolf20 pack has a 10 times multiplier on fuel use. So this design and the default would be 0.036. So I think it's a really efficient design on that as well, because I think that's about as low as you get. I think the lowest you get is maybe 0.18. I don't know, but it's low enough in it. So as you can see, it's running at a nice steady temperature. It's putting out 2,000 millibuckets of steam. It's showing empty there, but I think my water's good. And this guy is putting out 28,000 a tick. This is going to settle down to around 1800 because I had it spinning with the coils disengaged. Look at that shit. That is ridiculous. How quick that's filling up. So there we go. What I need to do then is work out a way to have control on this, because yeah, this is a bit new, the fact that you can turn the coils on and off. I've not played with it when it's been like that, but that is going to fill up really quick, innit? So well, some way, probably using the power thing from Ender.io to control when this is turned on and off, because I'm not going to bother with computer craft or like that. But that is a ridiculous amount of power. So if you remember, my laser drills use 20,000 each, so I am going to be able to run a laser drill with each one of these turbines, and I believe I am going to have 8 turbines and 8 reactors, because why not? And that's full. That looks like it's fullish. Yeah, let's turn this off. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to check the episode length, and I might actually wrap up there. So that's going to waste loads of power. Let me connect back to this. See if there's any room in here for any of it. So let's go over here, and then yeah, I'll do. Oops, don't want to do that, did I? Didn't know where I'm looking. Thing is, my capacitor bank's probably full anyway, so that power's probably wasted. Not that it's a big deal. I've got billions. Is it trillions of power I've got? So that's going to fill that up if there's any room in it. Why you no fill up? Because that's not set to output. Oh. Output, there we go. Put that back to none. There we go, so that guy's full, and I'll do the same that side. So I'm going to check the episode length, make sure I'm not running too long. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, it turns out I'm at 46 minutes, so I best be wrapping up. I just want to say thank you to someone off the Feed the Beast forums called Skykiller, whose spreadsheet and stuff I've been using for this, and of course Sice as well for the one that he did back on RR2. That's giving me my base knowledge of the reactor stuff. I still don't know it very well, to be honest, but yeah, there's a thread and spreadsheet by a guy called Skykiller, I think that's how you pronounce it, on the Feed the Beast forum, which is very useful and very helpful in getting things sorted. Now, that's going pretty quick, isn't it? It's alright, that's my laser drill. That's what I thought. I might as well use some power in the laser drill rather than have to have it wasting away there, because, you know, I'm tight. So, at the minute, that's turned off. What I think I can do, you know, is... So this doesn't have a redstone port. That's just spinning down now, as you can see there. I'll build all the rest and I'll work out what I'm going to do. What I think I can do is one thing that's going to bother me, so I'm going to get rid of that power over there. So I'm going to have to put a power pot back on this just to drain that out. So this thing, when the turbine's not running, its temperature goes right up. So you can use that temperature, core temperature, as one of the redstone controls in here. So you see there, this is our input one, so that's our output one, so let's look in the right one. So our output one, I can output core temperature, casing temperature there, and I can set it, and I can set it to put a redstone signal out while it's above a certain temperature. So I know what my running temperature is. Let's just turn that. Well, it's going to take ages to spin up, innit? Yeah, I'm at 40. I'm like nearly 50 minutes. So basically, what I think I can do, and I'm going to play with it, is I'm going to set it off my core temperature, so that when the temperature starts to rise, and the temperature will only rise when that guy is full, his energy buffer's full. The temperature this will start to rise. Then I'm going to get it so it does the control rods right in to 100%. I think you can maybe do that analog. No, but I'm going to. Well off. Cool. So I'm going to set it so that my control rods go in. So the reactor's always going to be turned on, but when the control rods are on 100%, then it doesn't actually put anything out because the control rods are blocking all the stuff from happening. So that's how I think I'm going to control it. I just need to know if that's a real thing, that I just made something up. There we go. I like that capacitor bank. Can you put them on the bottom? Can we have that on the bottom? Last thing before I go. Let's have a look. No, you can't. Ooh, it's alright, on the side's good. So thank you as always for watching. I hope you found it entertaining and enjoyable, and I hope to see you next time when I might have 4 of these built. I might even have 8 even built. Who knows? Who knows how crazy I go. Ooh, cheers. Bye.